There comes a time in your life when everything starts to feel different. The noise inside your head softens. The chaos of the world doesn't shake you like it used to. And deep down, something begins to shift. You may not understand it at first. You may think it's just a coincidence, a mood, a passing phase. But it's not. It's a blessing. It's the universe telling you, you're ready now. Ready for something bigger. Ready for a new chapter. Ready to awaken to the truth of who you really are. When God blesses you, He doesn't always do it with a lightning bolt or a booming voice. Sometimes, He whispers. Sometimes, He changes you from the inside out. And if you pay attention, you'll start to notice the signs. Today, you're going to uncover 4 powerful signs that you are being blessed by something greater than yourself. These are the signs that your life is about to change, forever. So take a deep breath. Let go of distractions. And listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. You've spent years trying to fix everything around you. You've chased success, love, approval, thinking that once you had it all, you'd finally be at peace. But then, something shifted. You started to feel calm even when things weren't perfect. You stopped reacting to every little problem. You felt peace in the middle of chaos. That's not luck. That's not age. That's a blessing. When God touches your life, the first thing He gives you is peace. Not the kind of peace that comes when everything goes your way, but the kind that stays even when nothing does. You stop fighting reality. You stop arguing with what is. You begin to trust. You begin to rest. You begin to breathe. This peace is not weakness. It's power. It's strength in stillness. And once it shows up, it doesn't leave. You might still have problems, but they don't own you anymore. You might still cry, but your tears will cleanse, not crush you. This is how you know, when your heart is no longer loud with fear, but quiet with trust. That's a sign you are being blessed. Have you ever noticed how certain things just fall into place? You were thinking about someone, and they called. You were struggling with a decision, and the answer came out of nowhere. You were lost, and suddenly, the path appeared. It's not a coincidence. It's not random. It's a sign. When you're blessed, life begins to align with your growth. You start meeting the right people. Opportunities find you. Doors open, sometimes just a crack, sometimes wide. And you're no longer chasing. You're flowing. You stop asking, how will this happen? And start saying, I don't know how, but I trust that it will. It feels like the universe is working behind the scenes, because it is. When you're blessed, you're no longer working alone. You're being guided, supported, carried. Sometimes the answer won't come right away. But suddenly, one day, everything makes sense. It's in these little alignments, these invisible threads, that you realize, someone is looking out for you. And that someone never left. Once upon a time, you were guarded. You didn't let people in easily. You were afraid to feel too much, to care too deeply. But now, something has changed. You feel more empathy. You can't walk past suffering the way you used to. You notice people. You feel their pain, and you want to help. This is a sign. When God blesses you, He softens your heart. He stretches it. He fills it with compassion. You begin to love, not for what you'll get back, but because it feels right. You begin to serve, not out of obligation, but out of joy. You begin to care, not just for your circle, but for the world. And the strange thing, the more love you give, the more whole you feel. You realize that helping others doesn't drain you, it heals you. You stop asking, "What's in it for me?" And you start asking, "What can I do for someone else today?" This kind of love can only come from grace. It's not something you learn. It's something that awakens inside you. When your heart starts breaking open. When you cry for others more than you cry for yourself. When you find beauty even in the broken. That's not weakness. That's a sign. You used to fill your life with noise. Endless scrolling. Mindless conversations. Constant distractions. But now, none of it satisfies you. You crave something deeper. You want to understand who you are. Why you're here. What it all means. This is not confusion. It's awakening. You're beginning to sense that life isn't just about bills, jobs, and to-do lists. It's about truth. Meaning. Spirit. It's about something you can feel, but can't fully explain. That pull you feel. That longing for more. That ache in your soul. That's a sign. It's a call to go inward. To slow down. To reflect. To connect with something beyond this world. You may find yourself journaling. Meditating. Listening to your breath. Reading books that stir your heart. Or just sitting quietly and wondering what else life has to offer. You're not going crazy. You're waking up. And waking up is the greatest blessing of all. When these signs appear, life will never be the same. You'll move slower. But with purpose. You'll speak less. But with more meaning. You'll need less. And feel fuller. People will notice the change in you. Some won't understand it. That's okay. This path isn't about explaining yourself. It's about becoming who you truly are. You'll find joy in simple things. A quiet morning. A child's laugh. A sunset. And you'll realize, you were never waiting for something to happen. You were waiting to become yourself. And now, you are. One of the clearest signs of divine blessing is this: you start letting go. Not with bitterness. Not with blame. But with quiet acceptance. You no longer cling to what once defined you. The titles. The relationships. The expectations. You stop holding on to stories that kept you small. And you begin releasing the weight you were never meant to carry. Yes, it hurts. Letting go always does. But what you may not realize is that the pain isn't from the release, it's from the resistance. And the moment you surrender, peace floods in. You begin to understand, some people were lessons. Some experiences were catalysts. Some endings were beginnings in disguise. When you're blessed, your hands begin to open, not to receive first, but to release. And in that empty space, something new is born. Change used to terrify you. You were afraid of the unknown, afraid of failure, afraid of not being enough. You fought against life's flow, trying to hold everything still. But now, you're no longer afraid. You've started to trust the process. You understand that change is not the end, it's evolution. And growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens in surrender. You start seeing every shift as part of a greater design. You begin to believe that the universe is not taking things from you, it's clearing space for what truly belongs. When you're blessed, fear dissolves. You no longer need guarantees. You just need faith. You walk forward, even if the path isn't clear. You rise, even if you're still healing. And you say yes to life, even when it's unfamiliar. This courage doesn't come from ego. It comes from grace. You used to chase perfection, trying to prove yourself, fix yourself, impress others. But now, something in you chooses presence instead. You realize that life isn't measured in accomplishments. It's measured in moments. Moments where you are truly here. Fully alive. Open. Honest. Real. You begin to drop the mask. You stop trying to be everything for everyone. And you finally become everything you were meant to be, for yourself. Perfection is exhausting. But presence is freedom. You slow down. You listen. You notice the beauty in the ordinary. The way the wind touches your face. The sound of a loved one's laughter. The comfort of your own breath. This shift may seem small, but it changes everything. Because when you choose presence over perfection, you don't just live life, you feel it. Before, you felt separate. Alone. Isolated. Caught in your own world. But now, there's a sense of oneness rising inside you. You begin to see yourself in others. Their pain is your pain. Their joy is your joy. You feel connected to nature, to strangers, to people you once ignored. The barriers you built in your mind begin to crumble. And you see the world, not as broken pieces, but as one living, breathing whole. You're not above anyone. You're not beneath anyone. You simply are. And that being that quiet, aware, loving presence, begins to expand. You become more patient. More compassionate. More alive. When this connection deepens, you don't just exist. You belong. And that, too, is a blessing. If you've seen these signs, if you've felt them in your heart, then know this, you are already being blessed. Not because life is perfect, but because you are awakening to it. You're not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You're not trying to find light. You are becoming it. And even if no one sees your journey, even if no one claps for your transformation, God sees it. The universe feels it. And your soul knows it. So walk forward now. With peace in your heart. With clarity in your mind. With love in your step. Because when God blesses you, He doesn't change the world around you. He changes the world within you. And once that happens, there is no going back. God bless you.